Someone asked a very good question in my Facebook group today. And instead of me answering it directly to that individual, I thought I'd record it and share it here on my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle, and I am the admin of a Facebook group called Notaries for Alabama Hangout. If you aren't a member and you are a commissioned Alabama notary, I want to invite you to join. It's free and it's a great opportunity for you to meet other notaries from around the state and also learn from one another. So the question that was asked is one that I think a number of mobile notaries have. And that's why I think you ought to listen to this video. By the way, if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, I want to encourage you to do so. And if you are a subscriber, make sure you turn on notifications so that you will know about any new videos that I post. I'm not sure how many of these I'm going to get through in this short amount of time, but let's go ahead and get started. The question was again, how can I get my phone to ring? This question came from a relatively new notary who has started her notary business, and she listed all the things that she has done, and it sounds like she did all the things she was supposed to do. And so she's asking those of us in the Facebook group who have been in the business longer, what else can she do? Because as it stands right now, she's not happy with the amount of calls or requests that she's getting from the community for notarizations. And so one of the first things that I recommend all notaries who are running a business to do is embrace social media. If you are not using social media platforms yet for your notary business, shame on you. To be honest, in 2024, I'm of the opinion you don't have an option. The good news is there are so many platforms, you can choose one that works best for you. And I'm a firm believer, not all platforms are alike and not all platforms are for all people. Obviously, I'm going to mention YouTube here, but some of the other platforms for notaries to consider would be Instagram, Twitter, now known as X. What else is out there? TikTok, of course. LinkedIn is a more professional, conservative social media platform. Facebook, of course. I, for one, did not see great results on my Facebook page. I used to post there on a regular basis, but it did not work for me. But keep in mind, depending on where you are located in the US, Facebook pages might work for you. So what I'm suggesting is that you find a platform, try it out, figure out which one complements you and go with it. And I get it. Not everyone is comfortable doing what I'm doing today, which is speaking directly into the camera. But you can be off camera. You can use memes. You can post text. You don't have to do the talking. You can let your words speak for you. But again, I find it highly unlikely that you're going to be successful as a notary business owner if you don't incorporate a certain amount of social media as part of your marketing strategy. The next thing I think mobile notaries and notary business owners should consider is doing a website refresh. So one, if you do not have a website, you need to get a website. If you do have a website, but the analytics are not favorable, then I suggest doing a revamp of the website. And if you spent hundreds or thousands of dollars getting your website up and running, shame on you. It is very easy nowadays compared to when I got started in the business 18 years ago to go ahead and set up your own website. So make sure you are using the right keywords. Make sure that it really shows your brand. It doesn't look like my website or every other mobile notary's website. It doesn't have to be a lot. It could be very short and sweet. Who you are, how to reach you, and what services that you offer. The next suggestion I have is for you to take a look at your prices. Your fees. Are they in line with your area, your territory? Now, please don't come to me with, well, my fees are what they are because I set them based on my worth. Well, your worth might be too expensive for your service area, and you should be open to that. So take a look at your fees, and who knows, maybe you are too low, and that is discouraging some people from booking your services. Something that an approach that I have used throughout my career as a notary business owner is asking myself, how much would I be willing to pay for service? And I try not to charge more than what I'm willing to pay. That's just one of the criterion that I use in setting my fees. Why? Because I know that I don't have to go to Bloomingdale's to purchase an outfit. If I'm willing, now if you're a Bloomie shopper, good for you. But for me, if I could find something comparable or that meets the needs, my needs at Marshall's, drawing a blank on the other stores, but Burlington, yep, I'll go there to save money. And especially right now in 2024, where for middle class America and lower class America, there is not a lot of money around to spend. And so you may need to take a look at your pricing. The next suggestion that I have for you is to help you determine whether your pricing is reasonable or if your pricing strategy is effective. Schedule some time with a business consultant. I find in the notary world, there tends to be a trend of going to Facebook groups and making a post. Hello, I'm new to the business. I'm looking for a mentor. Most of the time, the mentor that you are hiring isn't the right answer for you. So what if they've been in business 1 or 2 years more than you have? That does not mean they can address your needs. Get with a true business professional. So I'm talking about Chamber of Commerce. I'm talking about Small Business Development Commissioner Council. I'm talking about SCORE, SCORE. There are so many free business resources from people who specialize in coaching new business owners, where you can get objective, proven strategies to help your business. Go there first before you go to a notary mentor. I mean, it's a big difference. I've used so many of them over the year, and I will tell you this, my very first business, I went to them. This was in San Jose, California. I didn't like what they told me, but what they told me I needed to hear. I had a horrible business idea. I won't even mention it because I'll lose all street cred if I do. But yeah, it was a panel, four people, successful business professionals. I told them my idea. They listened. They gave me constructive criticism. I listened. I didn't get mad. But guess what? I didn't take their advice, and I lost money on that business. And now, of course, I can fully understand why. Go to the seasoned professionals. The next suggestion I have is consider narrowing your focus of your business. The person who asked this question about what they can do stated that she does everything related to being a notary. And I understand that. When I got started 18 years ago, I was doing anything and everything notary related as well. That works for a very short period of time. The good thing about that approach is if you do it early on, you are more likely to identify what you're most passionate about and what you don't care so much about. So after a while, it's time now for you to hone in on just a few notary-related services and specialize in those areas. You will find that will result in more profitable appointments and will support a higher service fee for you to charge. If you aren't blogging, this kind of ties back to the website, consider blogging. Those of you who, again, aren't comfortable with making posts and videos on a regular basis on social media, maybe you're better at writing, so write a blog, post it on your website or on your social media page, documenting maybe your journey as a notary entrepreneur, or just blog about where you will be at on a certain day and what services you're prepared to offer on that day and what specials you are offering. You know what? August is known as Make a Will, WILL month. You know how there's Pizza Month and Sibling Month or Sibling Day? Well, August is deemed Make a Will Day. And as notaries, we are called upon to notarize wills. That would be a great blog where you were documenting what customers need in order to book an appointment with you to have their will notarized, and where they can look to find witnesses and educational information like that. The next suggestion I have, if you are booking appointments and those meetings, those appointments are going well, make sure you are asking for customer reviews. Those go a long way. I have a good friend in Texas who has done a lot of notary training. And years ago, after each of her in-person classes, she would ask her students to make a video to share their experience in her class. And those videos were so believable and relatable that it kept a steady stream of students taking her courses. Customer reviews can do the same thing for mobile notaries. Ask for reviews. It's very simple to do, especially if you have a Google business profile. And if you don't have a Google business profile, that's the next thing you need to do. Why don't you have a Google business profile? If you are truly in business, to me, that is a must-have. I'm pretty sure 70 to 80% of my business from being listed on Google Business. Make sure you get listed. I think many notaries mobile notaries, gravitate towards online notary directories, and they put too much focus on those. Now, don't get me wrong, they're effective, they are helpful. As you know, if you are a notary signing agent, you will want to be listed on signingagent.com, which is hosted by the National Notary Association. In fact, about a year ago, maybe a little more, they rolled out findanotary.com for general notary work. So by all means, I encourage you to check out those two online notary directories. Check out who your competition is. Very easy to do by entering your zip code and seeing who's listed. And if you find that no one's coming up in your zip code, all the more reason to get listed, because that makes you the king or queen of your zip code. Now, years ago, 123 Notary was the place to be listed for mobile notaries and signing agents as well. Well, that's the thing about notary directories. They are owned by someone else. They determine whether they are up or down, in or out. And so while 18 years ago, you had to stand in line to get listed on 123notary.com. That is not the case today, which is why, again, it's always good to have your own site. If you are still struggling to get your phone to ring, consider looking beyond the notary field. This is what I mean. I've had some excellent opportunities to come from not only being a member of the National Notary Association, but also being a member of other industry-related associations. Like what? Well, private investigators and process servers need their signatures notarized on a regular basis. Paralegals and legal assistants. Law firms often need mobile notaries to service their clients. And that's just a few. Check out those industry or professional associations. Many times they have memberships for individuals like you and me that will allow us to be listed on their online directories. They may invite you to a meeting to speak, and you can educate them on the notary industry. Hands down, I would not be where I am today with my notary business if I did not network with other notaries. It just would not work. And so, yes, I had a mentor who is now a friend here in Alabama. God bless you. If you see this video, I will always be indebted to you. But I not only networked with Alabama notaries, but with notaries across the U.S. There's something special about bouncing off ideas. And so if no one is calling you, checking on how you're doing, how your business is going, and you're not calling someone else, that's a problem you need to rectify right away. This one you may not want to hear. If months ago your phone was ringing off the hook and now it is silent, yeah, the industry is changing, but notaries are busy. There is still plenty of work out there. But really right now I'm speaking to those of you who are also working as notary signing agents. If the phone isn't ringing, maybe it's you. What's the quality of your work? Are you always putting your best foot forward? Are you taking to every closing the best parts of you? Because if you aren't, if you are difficult to work with, if you are late to appointments, if you are not following the signing agent instructions, guess what? It may be that you've been blacklisted. And I know blacklisted usually is a good thing, but not in this situation. I think that this is a bigger problem for some than they realize. It may not be your fees. It may not be that the interest rates are up. It may be that your customer service is not where it needs to be, and word is getting around in the industry that you are difficult to work with. And a way to check this is for you to reach out to companies that had been using you and aren't anymore and ask them. And it may be hard for them to tell you the truth, so let them know, listen, I want to know, even if it's going to hurt, I want to know so that I can fix it. I'm almost done here. I think I've got 2 more things. Make sure your expectations are realistic. I think too many times new mobile notaries expect that as soon as they finish training and get their equipment and get listed on the directories or get their website up, that the calls should be rolling in. No. It rarely works that way. It is ebb and flow, up and down, slow periods, busy periods, and especially for newbies. Okay? Again, what helps me out is that I've been in the business for 18 years. I am known in the industry, in this area, okay? And I'm not tooting my horn, it's just, I'm old, okay? And so that has some benefits. And so it's so important for you to hang in there and get experience, longevity. I mean, even Google and Bing and Safari, they know that your website ain't old. So they may not be pushing it up to the top like they will an 18-year-old website. You've got to give it time. And then finally, are you really a legitimate business? I'm not suggesting you need to go out and get your LLC. I am suggesting you make sure the business is legitimate. Do you have a business license? Do you have the right insurance that you need? Those things, again, matter, especially as your business grows, especially if you want to do business with other businesses. They want to know, are you insured? Are you licensed? Are you bonded? I know we're all bonded, but the other two things matter. And if you are licensed, then you can advertise without being caught for or penalized for running an unlicensed business in the state of Alabama. Okay? I'm going to cut it there because this is supposed to be a rant, and rants are supposed to be slow. But I am hoping that if you even got 2 ideas, 2 tips, suggestions, steps that you can take that you haven't taken in the past, that to me makes me smile and makes me hopeful that the information that I shared with you helped you in some form or fashion. Again, my name is Michelle Riley. If you are a commissioned notary today and you're looking for more information, once again, subscribe. It means the world to me, to this channel. Join 1,600 of us on Facebook. The name of that group again is Notaries for Alabama Hangout. And then if you are looking for some training, head over to trainalabama.com. I will put links to all of this in the description. I appreciate you hanging in, especially if you're still watching to the end. I appreciate you. And I hope you have a successful rest of this quarter and year. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.